So if you've been knocked down and knocked out, which we all have been, let's be honest, what do you do? A lot has happened this year. I've talked to a lot of people and I know that they're also going through a lot of craziness. So I thought I'd do a video that kind of talks about how I got off my routine and then how I'm getting back on it. And then how is this all tied into political critical thinking? Well, you know what? Everything is political. Everything's about politics and the insanity that is our country right now, and the hatred and the ugliness that is coming out of the Trump regime affects all of us. A lot of people I know are having a hard time with all of this craziness. They're feeling stressed about the economy. So, health and fitness and taking care of yourself is the most important thing that we can do right now. So I thought I would talk a little bit about that and what I've been going through and how I'm getting back on track. I got knocked off my ass this summer. I gained 12 pounds. And for those of you who know, I've been on this process of losing weight for like years. And I've been doing, like 10 or 12 pounds a year I've been losing. So I just gained like a year's worth of weight in 6 weeks. So the beginning of this year, my father passed away. And I did not post about it. I didn't make a big deal out of it because we were not close. We had a very complicated relationship, as he did with all of his children. But when somebody dies, especially a parent, even if you're not close, you still feel something, right? Like you still feel, maybe it's not grief per se, but there's a sense of, I guess you're next in a way. I got to move faster through my life because I feel like there's a lot of things I want to get done that I'm not getting done. But there's just a lot of things that I kind of had to emotionally and mentally deal with that all I think turned out well. So the other thing, I found out that my mom's cancer moved from her lymph nodes to her liver. And they found a couple of separate areas where they needed to go in and extract the cancer. So there was a couple of different surgeries that I had to go back for. As I've told you before, I grew up in a lot of trauma and drama in my family. And my mom was a young single mother, and we just had a lot of struggles. I feel like we bonded. We really had a great time, and we put a lot of things behind us. I don't think I've spent that kind of like time with her where it was just so relaxed and nice and enjoyable, and it was a wonderful experience. But it did, take me out of my business. It took me off course. So now that we're here, now that I've gained 12 pounds, I used ChatGPT and it built me a routine with little itty bitty steps. So I am working on getting back to bed early because I do better in the morning, setting my intentions for the day, working out in the morning, planning what I'm going to eat. Just write everything down and give myself some wins. And just making out a list and saying, I'm just going to do a couple of things today. And so right now, the world feels crazy. It feels crazy. What's happening is so hateful and so ugly. So I still am compelled to be an activist in some way, to try to bring light as much as I can to what's happening, but also to talk to you guys about staying focused and healthy. If you have to just bug out for 6 weeks like I did and gain 10 pounds, then bug out. And then don't worry about, I got to get back on it tomorrow and it has to be all or nothing. I'm giving myself all of September to sort of reset. So I'm being gentle with myself, but that's okay because I'm getting back on my routine and giving myself some grace, sleeping when I need to sleep, eating when I need to eat. And yes, we all have people and things in our lives that take from us. But sometimes we just have to say no. We just have to say no. I'm not going to go to that party. I'm not going to go meet my friend for that drink. The kids just aren't going to do soccer this year. The way we protect ourselves, the way we protect the family unit is by protecting this, right? So if you've been knocked down and knocked out, which we all have been, let's be honest, what do you do? What are your core disciplines that you try to go back to? Or do you build new ones? So I'd love to hear in the comments. And yeah, just let's keep fighting the good fight. We'll talk to you later. All right, bye.